entering a new era here. The first mood-lifting, antidepressant, happy plan.
We want rebel music, street music, music that breaks down people's fear of one another, music that knows who the real enemy is.
J'ai fait des films très différents dans ma vie. Donc, il faut que je vous dise qu'est-ce que c'est qui m'a mené à faire ce travail pendant tant d'années.
Sag mal, was machst du denn da? Du stehst nur fürs Licht da. Schaff diesen Idioten hier weg! Wagen Sie es nie wieder, auch nur einen Fuß auf dieses Gelände zu setzen. Ah! Wie heißt du?
Milo.
Dann fliegen wir zurück nach Paris.
Berlin ist im Ausnahmezustand. Die haben die Ost-West-Grenze zugemacht.
Aber ich muss dringend ins DV.
Treten Sie zurück! Außerdem sitzt sie längst in ihrem Flieger. Sie ist weg. Ich habe die Idee, wie ich Milo wiedersehen kann. Du willst einen Film erstellen? Ja.
Das ist wirklich das verrückteste, idiotischste
Und schönste, was ich je gehört habe.
Und was soll das für ein Film sein? Ein ganz kleiner, wenig Aufwand. Ein Prestigeprojekt des Sozialismus.
Tja, dann gehe ich mal Drehbuch schreiben.
Du willst ja alles aufs Spiel setzen, nur um ein Mädchen wiederzusehen, von dem du gar nicht weißt, ob ich dich auch wiedersehen will.
Das letzte Mal, als wir uns gesehen haben, warst du Kleindarsteller mit Hausverbot und jetzt bist du Regisseur.
Ich wusste gar nicht, dass du und...
Ja.
Wenn jemand rausfindet, was du hier abziehst, dann landest du im Knast.
Du hast hier nichts zu bieten, in diesem eingemauerten Land.
Sie wissen, was Sie zu tun haben.
Ja. Und bitte!
Geh nicht zurück nach Paris.
Ich kann nicht hier bleiben. Ich kann es nicht.
For tickets and more information, visit StonyBrookFilmFestival.com.
We are entering a new era here. The first mood-lifting, antidepressant, happy plant.
Want rebel music, street music, music that breaks down people's fear of one another, music that knows who the real enemy is.
J'ai fait des films très très différents dans ma vie. Donc, faut que je vous dise qu'est-ce que c'est qui m'a mené à faire ce travail pendant tant d'années.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Sag mal, was machst du denn da? Du stehst nur fürs Licht da. Schaff diesen Idioten hier weg! Wagen Sie es nie wieder, auch nur einen Fuß auf dieses Gelände zu setzen. Wie heißt du?
Milo,
Emil.
morgen ist der letzte Drehtag. Dann fliegen wir zurück nach Paris.
Berlin ist im Ausnahmezustand. Die haben die Ost-West-Grenze zugemacht.
Aber ich muss dringend ins DV.
Treten Sie zurück! Außerdem sitzt sie längst in ihrem Flieger. Sie ist weg. Ich habe
Idee, wie ich Milo wiedersehen kann.
Du willst einen Film erstellen?
Ja.
Das ist wirklich das verrückteste, idiotischste und schönste, was ich je gehört habe.
Was soll das für ein Film sein? Ein ganz kleiner, wenig Aufwand. Ein Prestigeprojekt des Sozialismus.
Tja, dann gehe ich mal Drehbuch schreiben.
Du willst ja alles aufs Spiel setzen, nur mein Mädchen wiederzusehen, von dem du gar nicht weißt, ob ich dich auch wiedersehen will.
Das letzte Mal, als wir uns gesehen haben, warst du Kleinersteller mit Hausverbot und jetzt bist du Regisseur.
Ich wusste gar nicht, dass du und...
Ja.
Wenn jemand rausfindet, was du hier abziehst, dann landest du im Knast.
Du hast hier nichts zu bieten, in diesem eingemauerten Land.
Sie wissen, was Sie zu tun haben.
Ja.
Und bitte!
Geh nicht zurück nach Paris.
Ich kann nicht hier bleiben. Ich kann es nicht.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello everyone, good evening. My name is Putri. I'm the Festival Director of Europe on Screen, and welcome to the film talk of Europe on Screen. And tonight we have a Q&A with the director of the movie Traumfabrik or Dream Factory with Mr. Martin Schreier. Guten Tag, Martin Schreier, wie geht's?
Guten Tag. Hello. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm good, I'm good. Ich denke, wir können auch auf Deutsch sprechen, aber vielleicht die andere können wir
Wow,
verstehen.
really good. Your German is really good.
Danke sehr. So yes, before we start, I would like to actually just pin out a little bit of rule of this webinar tonight. This webinar is actually broadcasted live on the YouTube, and then it will be held not in German, but it will be held in English. And then also, if you want to ask questions to Martin, you can directly put the question in the button below, at the Q&A button below, if you see. You can also send the questions in English, and I will try to translate it in Indonesian, I will try to translate it in English. So yes, how was it? It looks like a bright day in Germany.
Yeah, we have. It's early in the morning here in Germany. So, and with you, it's nine in the evening, right?
Yes, it's 9 p.m. here, and I think it's like 3 p.m. over there. Or?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, how is it right now with the cinema and the situation? I heard that there's been a second lockdown.
It's really tough at the moment. All the cinemas and clubs and everything are locked down until the end of November. But I think they will prolong the shutdown for December, because the numbers are really high here in Germany with the virus. How is it in your place?
Well, we never have a really fully locked down like what you guys have in Germany. But right now, the cinema are starting to open. We just started to open a cinema, but it's really with the limited capacity, like only 25% of the capacity. And it started to roll with the film production. But yes, the number are also quite high. So we don't know yet how to deal with the situation.
Yeah. I hope you all keep safe. And stay
you
safe.
too. Yes. And then I was just recalling when we first saw, me and Novan, my other co-director, we first saw your film at the Berlinale last year. And
you went to Berlinale. Okay.
Yes, yes. We went to Berlinale. And it was just like very refreshing. Like we saw the film that It's very light, but then also very colorful, and it's quite different than all the films that we saw in Berlinale. So, and then immediately we fell in love. It's like we have to bring this. I mean, we've never seen any German films that's really like this before, and I think it will be nice. Yeah.
Yeah, in Germany, you know, most of the times we do very depressing stories. We tell very depressing films, and I wanted to tell a film that enlightens you and that gives you fun and pleasure and shows you the wonders of love. You know.
Yeah, that can be really felt. Like we were like surprised actually to see. Oh wow, they do have this kind of film. It's very like it's
not
like
very
a homage.
Often, not very often. Yeah.
And it felt like it's like a homage to the movie industry itself. Is this why you make it like a kind of love letter for your love of a cinema?
Yes, because the film is about love, and it's about love for making movies, you know, and it's even a love letter to the old days of making movies. We decided to tell the story in the 60s, where everything was handcrafted, you know, they painted the backdrops, there was no green screen, nothing. It was a romantic time to make films, you know.
Yeah, I can see that, especially with the scene where Emil tried to prepare everything for Milu with the elephant, and it's like made from the wood, from the cardboard.
Yeah, right. And in the end, he made it. He made it real, you know.
Yes.
First he made it with wood, and then came the real elephant.
Yeah, that's true. Did you borrow the elephant from the zoo?
Actually, yes. And it was an amazing shooting day with the elephants. We were so scared that the elephants could be scared. So we were really cautious with the animals.
I see. All right. And what
But
was the inspiration? What was the inspiration of the story? At first I was like thinking that the little boy who asked the grandpa was you.
Well, could be. The story came from all our broken heart stories. You know, everyone has a broken heart sometimes in his life, and we put together all our stories. And our producer, who passed away last year, sadly, shortly after the film was released, he got cancer. He worked. No problem. And he worked in the film Studio Babelsberg, where we shot the film. He worked as a boy there, and so it was loosely based on his experiences there at the time, and all our love stories we all had, and we put them together into one movie. And I wanted to share them, you know, because love can be cruel sometimes. And here in Germany, everyone told us when we wrote the script, it has to have a bad ending because love always ends bad. And I said, yes, it does, but that's why I want to make a film, because I want to show that sometimes if you put a little bit of effort into it, it can work out, and love can be the greatest thing on the planet, you know. And so we did it this way.
Yes, that's so true. And it's actually the film feels resonate very well, especially in times like this where everything seems to be so uncertain and then so hopeless.
Yeah. And I'm very happy that we can bring a little bit of joy at these dark times to the audience.
Yes. So the movie was inspired by your late producer's stories when he was working there.
Yeah.
In the Babelsberg.
And for other, maybe I should start at the beginning because maybe your audience doesn't know what Studio Babelsberg actually is.
Yes.
Yeah, Studio Babelsberg, where we shot the film, is actually the oldest film studio in the world. Fritz Lang shot Metropolis there, and all the European film classics were shot there. So it has a long history, and it was amazing for me to work there and to feel all the energy of all those old classics. For example, Quentin Tarantino shot Inglourious Basterds in the studio where we had all the elephants, and there is one wall where there's still blood, film blood on the wall from the shoot of Quentin Tarantino, and you have such a history in this place. And so we said we have to translate this into a film about making movies. Yeah, that's the story of the old studio, and we wanted to make something special about this place.
Yes, and that's why you were saying before that it was a compilation of heartbroken stories from yours and also from your late producers.
Yeah, right. And for example, I can tell you one story. The story of Emil when he brings the geese to
the geese,
through the set. That was actually happening with Tom Ziegler, the producer. He was a young boy and he wanted to impress girls and everything. And then someone said, "You have to take the geese from this set to this set." And it was so embarrassing for him because everyone was laughing at him because look at this guy with the geese. And so we put this into the film, or for example, the cameraman who is colorblind in the film.
Yes,
it's actually yeah, and it's actually Tom Ziegler. He always wanted to be a cameraman, but he couldn't because he was colorblind. So he studied producing. And so everything came together, and almost everything you see in the film happened in some way. Every story, we put all the stories together, but every story has a little bit of truth in it.
Okay. How long did it take you to make the film?
Actually, we worked on it for 3 years. It was pretty quick because the studio was behind the film, and so we could get the funding really quick and everything. And a lot of big German production companies worked together on the film because it was how do you say it, a prestige project for the German film industry. And so everything went pretty quickly. We had the idea, we wrote the film in 1 year, we shot it, and then we finished it. And it was an amazing time.
Yes, and then also you choose a particular era where there is a wall between Berlin, US, and East.
Yeah, actually, maybe I should explain this to your audience because I know everyone in Europe and everything knows the story about the divided Germany, but maybe not in your place.
I think it's better, exactly.
Yeah, Germany actually after the Second World War, after they defeated the Nazis and Hitler, the Russians and the Allies, the US, the French, they divided Germany into 2 areas. There was the communist part, that was the Russian one, and then there was the democratic one. And they were separated by a wall, and the wall was lifted, how long was it now? 30 years ago. But it was under the rule of those 2 administrations for over 40 years.
And then yes, you choose particularly that era. Is it because it has something to do also with Babelsberg Studio being in the east part of the Berlin?
Yeah, because we wanted, when they make films about East Germany, because Tom Ziegler was from the east actually.
Yeah.
And he told us, because every film you see from that time, every film they make today about this time is really gray and really
dark and depressive.
And he said, you know what? Okay, the political system was dark and depressing. That's right. But the people, the actual people that lived there, they had fun, they celebrated life, they loved each other. There was so much color in that time, and no one ever showed that. So we wanted to show that, and the studio Babelsberg was almost an ecosystem to itself, because they had everything there, and all the crazy people, all the artists worked there, and it was like an island in this dark territory. This was an island of joy and of making dreams come true, and that inspired us to say, okay, let's make the film in this dark times and make it light and make it inspiring.
Yes, it's totally like showing a different side of the East Germany.
Yeah.
As Berlin at that time, basically. Also, the people there with the brother of Emil and also the friends, the Russian friends, they are so cheerful.
Yeah, right. But it was at the time. The Russians, for example, it's true that they put military guys into the studio as extras. and they were drunk all the and they were really drunk all the time. And so it's a true story.
Oh, okay. That's really interesting. But how was it actually at that time? I mean, I was thinking because of the wall separated everything, and then people would flee, and maybe filmmakers would go away. But I also understand that the bubble but keep on producing even at that
Yeah,
even at that dark time.
Babelsberg, even French productions came to
Yeah.
Babelsberg to produce it because the studio was pretty well known
Big.
and was a big thing, you know, in filmmaking. So they came from all around the world to shoot there. Yeah, but the for normal people, the wall, they couldn't cross it, and families got separated, you know. And if you fled over the wall, then most of the people got shot and everything. So it was pretty horrific. But yeah.
Yeah, that's actually also showed. It's not really showed. Only show when the Emil was captured by the police. I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah,
only
yeah.
that
We
part.
wanted, actually, as a little secret, I wanted to make the scene where Milou wants to cross the border in the middle of the film.
Okay.
I wanted to make it a little bit more gruesome and frightening.
Okay.
But I wasn't allowed by the producer.
Yeah, I think you make the right decision.
Yeah, I think so too. I think so too.
Yes. And then also, how about the mood that you try to portray with all the costume? Like I saw a bit of a Great Gatsby, and then also a bit of like modern, even like a touch of, I don't know, like probably resemblance of the classic Hollywood also in the costumes that you choose. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the Roman costumes are from the movie Gladiator with Russell Crowe. We borrowed them from Spain, and they were used in all the classic films and everything. And that's so amazing, you know. I love making movies, and I love movies. I'm a movie fan myself, you know. And it was so amazing to have all those. It felt like a kid in a candy store, you know, to make a film with so many different influences and everything. And it was a dream come true.
Yes, it does. And then also like there's also like a part when Emil said to I think like when he said that it doesn't matter what is actually put on the screen, but it's actually what you're feeling when you're sitting on the theater. That is the feeling is real. Yeah, that's really like a kind of a tagline that really bought us when we first saw your film.
Nice, thank you.
Yes, was that like something that you basically wrote by yourself, or like something that
yeah,
where was that coming from?
That's the way we feel about films, you know. Films are a transmitter for emotions, and I want to make you feel. I want to make you feel yourself when you sit in the theater, you know, that you go out of the theater and you take the feeling with you into the real world. And so this was, you know, when you make a film about making films, it is important to make a statement what films are really all about. It's not just about seeing other worlds or being frightened or something. It's about that you feel yourself in this moment, and that the feelings within you are your feelings and they are true because you connect to all your emotions and to your uh, uh, sorry, I'm stuck. To your when you remember things and everything, to your past and everything is connected to your emotions. And films will make you feel those emotions again, and that's why it's so powerful. The medium of films.
Okay. And then also during this, I see that you are very much involved with the film. And do you have like a hard time to be to put the film in front of you and then to see it from out of the box, or do you have like other challenging moment when you make the film itself?
Well, the most challenging thing making this film, this particular film, was actually that, as I said in the beginning, you're not allowed to make cheerful films, to make colorful films. You know, everyone is saying, ah, you should do it this way, and it should be dark, and you can't go with our history and tell it this way. That was the hardest part, to convince people that we should do this way and not do it like everyone else is doing it. And that were the hardest obstacles to overcome.
Well, that surprised me. You said that you were not allowed to do a movie this cheerful. Was that supposed to be like all German films to be depressive or dark?
No, it's not like being allowed. It's a thing you don't do. It's not that they say you are not allowed to do it, but normally you don't do it this way in Germany. And so everyone is pointing at you and saying, now come on, don't do it this way. And you have to convince people, and it was the hardest part of making the film.
Yeah, I think I should agree with you on that, because here in Indonesia we don't get to so much of choices in watching European films, because people are always thinking that German films or French or Italian, they are all very serious, dark or depressive.
Yeah.
But then this is why when we saw a film, no, this is something that we want to see. This is something that is new and different, and not only depressive and sad part. There are people that live happily here in this country. So yes, we're happy to bring your film here. Actually,
yeah, I'm so honored that my film. We are so far apart. You're on the other side of the world from my place. Yeah, from my point here, and it's so amazing. And that's the other part of the magic of movies, that the movies connect us. Because the feelings are all the same. Maybe we look different, we speak differently, but we feel all the same.
Yes, that is so true. Yes. And then also, we have already questions. Wow, so many questions from the audience.
Oh.
Okay. Already. Okay, I'll just try to give you one by one. Hi, Martin. Your film Dream Factory really took my breath away. It reminded me of the glory days of old classic Hollywood films made in MGM studios. Did you grow up watching classic films as well, and what are they?
Well, sure. I loved old films. For example, Cleopatra was one of the inspirations for our Cleopatra, and all the Sandal films like Spartacus and Ben-Hur. They, as a child, they amazed me. And but I don't know if I should say that, but the film that made me become a filmmaker was actually, like, for almost everyone, was Star Wars. When I was a little child, and that was the thing where I saw it on the screen and I thought, wow, I want to be a hero and save the princess.
I feel you. I'm also a Star Wars geek myself, so this is why I want to work in the film industry. Okay, and then now the second question is actually from my Fanny. Hi, Martin. The movie is so nice.
Hi.
Is Studio Babelsberg still exists until now? And have you ever played as an actor before you become a director? Because you directed this movie so good. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, I never actually. As a child, I wanted to be an actor. I always wanted to be Bruce Willis when I was young. I wanted to be John McClane from Die Hard, but no. I at the age of 10, I immediately felt the need to tell stories, and I began very early to shoot stop motion films with my toys and everything. And I always wanted to become a director. I don't want to be in front of the camera. I want to be behind the camera. So I never acted, actually. And everyone tries to say, come on, do a cameo in the film. And I say, no, I don't want to. I stay behind it. That's my place. And the Studio Babelsberg actually is still, they work. And the Matrix Part 4 with Keanu Reeves and everything, they filmed here, and I was at the sets and saw the sets, and it was amazing. And a lot of Hollywood studios are coming over here to shoot in Studio Babelsberg.
Okay. And is it also open for everyone if they want to visit the studio?
No. I mean, you can go inside, but you can walk through the streets, but you can't go into the sound stages.
All right. Okay. So yes, and now we have the third question. Hello, Martin. Thank you for your film from Karahan. My family and I enjoyed thoroughly. When you decide to make the film, did your past heartbreaks influence the way you direct your character?
Wow, what a great question. Yes. I, everything I feel influences how I do it. I'm not a filmmaker that's very intellectual. I go with my stomach and with my heart, with everything I do. I don't overthink things. I'm very impulsive. I say, okay, the feeling is there, and then let's do it this way. And sure, I mean, I can tell you a secret. I once shot a film where I had a broken heart at the time. And so the film became a little bit of a love story that wasn't intended at first, but because I was so emotionally at this time, the film almost took this route to become a little bit more romantic.
And in this case, where in the part probably that you could mention a little bit of something that resembles your own heartbreak story?
Well, okay. Well, the thing is, the thing that Emil does something for Milou, that he puts everything together to get to her heart, and then she doesn't come. You know, this moment where he puts the set together and wants to give her joy with the scene that he's preparing for her, and then she doesn't come. That's something I experienced myself, and that's inspired by in part of my sad love life.
Oh, okay. I thought that was like the part where you invited her to have a dinner and at the rigging stage.
No, that was actually Tom Ziegler. That was Tom Ziegler. No, I was the guy. I was the guy who built the things for the girl, and then she didn't show up. And for example, the scene where he's standing at the airport with the flowers, and she's coming, and then she's coming with the other guy and kissing him. That's sadly me.
Oh, sorry.
No, everyone has to go through.
Yes,
somewhere.
I think everyone can also resonate your pain when you pick someone on the airport and then suddenly that person come with another person.
and you do, and you know the thing is, it's not that you pick someone up, but he's preparing this whole film. He goes through hell to put this everything together, and it was dangerous, you know. If the film fails, he can go to jail for life in the GDR. And he does everything for this girl, and suddenly she's coming and has the other guy with her.
Yeah, but then also he still become this resilient guy. Like, okay, this project has to go on, and then I still have to also taking care of all of this, and I still have to prove until the end. Even when his brothers say, "Look, you cannot do this anymore," and he said that, "Yeah, but I want to make a film about the dancer."
Yeah, and that's the thing. What his transition is in the film, you know, he's someone who doesn't care about anything in the beginning of the film, and then he takes responsibility. You know, when he puts all the people that put love into his work in the film, all the craftsmanship and everything, he would let them down, and he realizes, okay, no, I have to finish this no matter what. Even if I don't get the girl at the end, I have to do this. And so he becomes a real filmmaker by the end of the film.
Okay, yes. And do you think he realized that when he sat by himself in that theater after all these people watching his film?
Yeah. This is actually the birth of the director. The moment when he sits in the theater alone, and he realizes that what he created something, and that touches him in this moment, and there he realizes, okay, actually it's not about the girl, it's about my journey to become someone else, to become the director.
That's really nice. That's really a nice transformation.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay, we have another question here. Hi Martin, Dream Factory is amazing. The costume, the sets, they are fantastic. Any plan the film is being adapted into a stage play?
Actually, I don't know. Maybe you want to do it. I would love to see it as a stage play, but I can't do it because I'm not a stage director. I'm good at making movies, but not at the stage. So someone else has to do it. Maybe if you want to do it, let me know.
Okay, so I don't have the name of the the questionnaire. Okay, so everyone who wants to do, they can actually contact you to do the stage play of this film. And right now, oh, is there anything cooking or from your part, like maybe something in the pipeline for you?
Well, the sad thing is that Tom Ziegler and I, we had planned a long partnership to make movies. We had a lot of films planned that we wanted to do, but sadly, after he passed away, everything was cancelled. And then the pandemic broke out. Then came Corona, but actually at the moment I'm in a very good position. I'm working with really good production companies at the moment to start filming as soon as possible. A horror movie, for example, at the complete opposite of this film, and comedies and everything.
Was it going to be like your film, the short film one, the Christmas one?
Yeah.
Well, is it? No, I mean, there was your short film, the Christmas one that was, I think that's selected. Is it going to be something like that, or?
No. It will be pretty. That the thing is, I want to make. You always get. They put you in the boxes of you're a comedy movie maker, or you're an action director, or you make horror films. Everyone gets put into the boxes, and I'm not that kind of guy. I love all about film. I love every genre. So maybe tomorrow I make a horror film. Yesterday I made a romantic comedy. The day after tomorrow I make. It's always depends on the story. If there is the core of the story has the heart and the emotion that touches me, and then I want to tell the story. And it doesn't matter if it's a big film, it's a small film, it's a war movie, it's a love movie or something. It doesn't matter. It's always about the story.
Yes, and then also I think it's good that you can be over like crossing genres, so that the shoes are getting bigger for you and you're not trapped into one.
Yeah, right.
Yes, and then also, what about the film, the Dream Factory, with the release in Germany? How did it go?
Well, first we had a little. It went okay. It wasn't a huge hit because we started in summer against The Lion King and Spider-Man, and they were the big Marvel movies. You don't have a chance against those films. But it went okay, and we are very excited because the film went all over the world. It was sold into 40 territories, and even that's a sad thing. We had a US theater release planned this year, but now it got cancelled because everything got cancelled because of COVID. But it was a great honor, that a small German film would be released in US theaters.
Okay, but
so
how
we're
was
pretty
it?
happy with it.
Yes, but okay. Wow, yeah, congratulations. I mean, it's supposed to be. Are they still going to do it in US, or they probably put it in the platform?
Now they will release it now on VOD.
And VOD, okay, yeah, this makes
because nothing is happening at the moment in the US. No theater and everything.
Oh,
they are all locked down.
Yeah, same like all over the world, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how was it actually with the German film itself in the Germany in the cinema compared to like what you said, your film has to go against Lion King in the summer last year.
Yeah. I didn't get the question.
How was it? How was it for German films in Germany in the cinema? Is the recipient good? Is its box office good?
Well, German films, we have. It's very hard for German films in Germany. There are only 3 actors, 3 stars who make really who make a lot of money in the cinema, and every other film that doesn't have the stars in it have to struggle. It's really tough. And how is it in your place? How is it in your place with your film industry?
Well, we do not have European films in the cinema. All are dominated by.
I mean your film industry.
Yes, yes. I
European.
mean, in Indonesia, we don't have European films in the cinema. We only our cinemas are dominated with American film for sure. Sometimes we have like one or two films every month, and that usually are German films or French films. And sometimes there will be like a kind of thriller or a specific horror genre film from Scandinavian countries that can be
Okay.
screened. Yeah, because I mean, in Indonesia, the genre that sold the most would be horror, comedy, and thriller, basically.
Really? Okay.
Yes, yes. I
So
mean,
I should make a horror comedy thriller. I should make it next time.
yes, I think that would work.
You know,
So that
that's the thing that I love the most about Dream Factory, because the film has so many genres put into it. You know, the Roman film, the
yeah,
love film, and even a little bit of military warfare with the tanks and everything. With all the costumes, you always felt every day you felt okay. I'm on another set and I'm in another time, and that was. I think I won't make any films in the future that have this variety of genres into it as Dream Factory had.
yeah. You know what? I almost felt the same. Like when there was a scene when Milu and Emil about to go back with and entering the wood with all these fireflies. I was like thinking, oh my god, now it's turning to become a horror or what? Like, oh no, it's like coming into the woods kind of thing. So, so I think it's pretty good. If you want to make a horror, you already got the touch.
Yeah, okay, thank you, thank you.
Okay, and we have also other questions. Uh, Hi Martin, why do you choose the song of "Stand by Me" in your film?
Wow, good question. Because it's at the time the American music was something special because you weren't allowed to hear American music in the GDR, in the communist part of Germany. So it was always an underground thing. They they heard it illegally. So it was a part of being free. If you heard American music, you felt okay. This is the big world where we are not allowed to be. And then the song tells the story. Stand by Me. It matches really well the story of the film, and it was this freedom um, thinking about American music. So we chose this song.
I see. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why you choose this story. I thought that because related to your childhood memories and also to bridge a gap between your.
Actually, yes, I love this song. I chose the song because I actually love it because it's one of my favorite songs.
All right. Okay. And also, I think we have like one last question. It's also about the songs actually. What was the song that was played in the last when the credit title and yeah.
Okay. It's well, it's actually from Helene Fischer. I don't know if it's her. Maybe you know her when you visited Germany. She's the biggest German star, Helene Fischer, and she's actually, I think she's the eighth most successful singer in the world, or maybe in the Western world. Um, uh, Behind Lady Gaga and all those American superstars, because she's really, really famous. And I remember the day we sent her the film, and we asked her if she wanted to tribute the song to the film. And we thought, okay, she would never ever do this. But then she saw the film, and she had a new boyfriend at the time, and she was in love at the time, and so she cried, and she loved the film, and she said, I want to do the song for the film. And we freaked out. We didn't believe that she would do that. Um, and yeah, and it was amazing for us, and she's super cool. Um, yeah, and so the song came together, and it was like a dream come true. Everything in this film came so naturally, and everyone who worked on the film was so passionate and loved the project and wanted to be part of it. So it was a dream come true to make this film happen.
Yes, I think that's meant to be when everything fall into its place.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yes, that's good to know. Great. Thank you so much, Martin. I think
Yeah,
we have
you're
already
welcome.
covered everything, and
Yeah.
the film was we just watched the film. Actually, we just started to screen the film at 7 p.m. in Jakarta time, and the film will still be available in Europe on screen 2020 until the next 5 days.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, thank you very much that you showed my film, and I really hope that all your audiences liked it. And as I said, we all feel the same. We live in different places
Yes.
on this planet, and we look different and talk differently, but we are all the same, and love binds us together. And I'm really, really honored that you watched my film tonight.
Yes, that's so true. Yes, we are all bound with the love of the cinema, and I hope
Yeah.
that one day when this world is healed, we can go out to the cinema again and watch the
Yeah,
film
and
in
I
the
hope I can
theater.
come to Jakarta one time. I hope I can visit your place, maybe with the next film.
Yes, yes, that will be great. Thank you. Okay, Martin, thank you so much, and
Thank
enjoy the
you.
rest of the day. And we will be in touch for sure. We will let you know about
Yeah,
your films here.
let's do
Thank
this. Thank you.
you.
Please
Oh
keep
yes.
safe and
Oh yes, also I always forget about this part, Martin. We have
yeah,
this kind of requirement to have to do a photo op,
yeah. Do
to
a
do a
photo.
photo session.
Yeah. Okay. I do it.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want. Neta, the host will actually lead us and give us some cue on how to do the photo shoot.
Okay. Okay.
Hi guys, so please look at your
Bye.
camera and stay still for 1 to 2 seconds to avoid any delay. And I will
Okay.
count three.
All right.
1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you, Martin.
Nice.
All right. Thank you
Okay.
so much,
Thank you, guys.
Martin.
It was a
Thank you.
pleasure.
It was really fun to talk to you tonight, and I hope
Yeah.
we can meet each other. I don't know, in Berlin, in
Yeah.
Jakarta,
If you
maybe.
come, write me an email. If you come to Berlin, then we have a coffee or something. Huh?
Yes, that would be definitely fun.
Thank you very
Great.
much.
Thank you. Enjoy your day. Ciao, ciao.
Thank you. Bye
Cheers.
bye.
Bye
Cheers.
bye.
Cheers.
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 Okay, everyone, that was a fun talk with Martin Schreier, the director of Traumfabrik Dream Factory from German. And the film is still available to be watched. You can really watch it, just watch it now. And basically, it's still available, the tickets, and book it now before it run out. The film's still available until the next 5 days. And you can book it now, you can watch it later. But since it's Saturday night and we cannot go out, we cannot hang out to anywhere anyway, just watch the film then in Europe on screen. And then tomorrow, do we have something tomorrow? Yes, we have a lot of films to be watched also tomorrow. And the next days, we also have a lot of film talks Q&A session with other European international filmmakers. So stay tuned and look out for the latest updates in our Instagram at Europe on Screen and also in our website www.europeonscreen.org. So have a great Saturday night. Stay safe, stay sane. Good night.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.